Hello, Phil, Newton, England, back with another kind of Crystal Maze related video. What we're looking at today? Well, due to the very sad news of the passing of Mumsey, Sandra Caron, we're going to be taking a look at this. It's a book she wrote on her sister, singer and actress Alma Cogan, a memoir. Now, we didn't really know a lot about Sandra Caron in the 90s when she played Mumsey, stroke Auntie Sabrina. There wasn't any internet back then or IMDb, so we didn't really know other stuff that she'd done. Nowadays we do, a bit more up to date with stuff like that. And this is one of the reasons why I bought this book. Although it is purely about Alma Cogan, there is a lot about Sandra Caron as well. Obviously they were sisters, so it's going to talk about a lot of their upbringing, their family life, school life, and fame, really, how they made it to the big top. The big time. Now we do know that recently Sandra Caron very sadly passed away on September the 1st this year, 2025, and it was announced on December the 1st of this year by her son. She had been poorly in hospital for quite a while, and as I say, she very sadly passed away on this 1st of September of this year. So I thought it'd be nice just to have a look at this. So as I say, it's not exactly Crystal Maze related, because this was written, I don't know if it was written before her time as Mumsey, but it's just a nice thing, as I say, to look at her life as well. Things like the fact that she got the name Caron from the French actress Leslie Caron and stuff like that. She was actually called Sandra Cogan, the family name. So we'll have a quick look through it. Say it's very interesting. It tells about the life growing up in fame, TV, music industry and stuff. They had parties. One of the things I read a lot about this is they had a lot of parties at their home with celebrities of the time. People like the Beatles, Cilla Black, and all the rockers like Rolling Stones and things like that. So I'll leave that there. I won't go through all this, but you can hopefully see that. You can always pause it if you want. And there's some fantastic pictures. As I say, it's basically about Alma herself, but as I said, there's a lot of sort of other features. Excuse me, a lot of other features about the family life. For example, her mum and dad on their honeymoon. Some great pictures. And there you go. If you can pick this up from eBay or other books, independent retailers, please do. It's very interesting. Very interesting. There's a lot of good pictures in as well. I'll just quickly flick through it. Danny Kaye. I think if you're of the younger age, you probably won't remember a lot of these, or you won't have heard of them. But there's a picture there of Alma and Sandra Caron together there. So there's some really nice pictures of her as well. I say, because it's about Alma's upbringing, there is a lot as well, obviously, about Sandra Caron. I don't think Sandra ever did do an autobiography for herself. So this is basically the next best thing. But some really interesting stuff in as well. So just to let you know as well, she was born in October in 1936. We know from more IMDb's and the internet nowadays that she also appeared in Charlie's Angels alongside Timothy Dalton. She was in Dixon of Dock Green, Z Cars, The Bells of St. Trinian's. And funnily enough, Sandra Caron was actually in an episode of Agony Again. Now, that was a follow-up to, I think it was Agony, just called Agony, I believe. I might be wrong there. But the lead actress in that was none other than Maureen Lipman, who, yes, later went on to play Mumsey in the one-off Stand Up to Cancer special with Stephen Merchant. So the episode is called Hound Dog. And if you watch that, if you can find it anywhere, you'll see two Mumseys acting alongside each other. So I'm just flicking through now, see some great pictures in here as well. So you can have a look at that. And something else that I acquired very recently is something I'll come up to in a minute. There you go. John Lennon there from the Beatles. So they had a really raucous time, to be honest. It does go in depth about their rock and roll lifestyle. And there was so much more to Mumsey than we ever knew. So there you go. It doesn't mention anything about Dwayne, the new age hippie, or anything like that. But it is a fantastic book, and there you can see there at the back as well. Sandra Caron is the late Alma Cogan's sister. An actress, she earned a reputation of one of Britain's leading satirical performers through her appearances as Peter Cook's famous establishment club in the 1960s. This led to many major roles in television productions, West End shows, and the Carry On films, and to an invitation to join the American company of That Was the Week That Was. She lived in the United States for several years, writing and performing on television, mainly in Los Angeles. Since her return to Britain, she has appeared frequently on UK television, and most recently as Mumsey, the fortune teller in Channel 4's The Crystal Maze, and in the BBC's adaptation of Kingsley Amos's The Green Man. On stage, she is currently preparing her one-woman show on the life of Beatrix Lilly, entitled Lady Peel's Pearls. Married to American actor Brian Greene, she lives in London. She did later move to the States. I'm going to find out what year this book came out. I should normally say at the beginning. First published in 1991. So it was just as Crystal Maze was around, second series more or less. It's a fabulous book. If you can find that, say do, because there's a lot of information about Sandra Caron herself as well. One other thing that I found, I actually got this on the internet. I got it on eBay. It is Sandra Caron's autograph. Now there's a gentleman called Clive who was selling all his autographs. He had a massive collection, absolutely massive collection, and he had a couple of Sandra Carons, so I did actually buy this. On the back as well, there's a few features there, little details that somebody's written about some of the stuff that she appeared in, so people know. And that is the only Sandra Caron autograph that I got. Now, I never wrote to her during the show when the Crystal Maze was on. I wrote to Richard O'Brien a couple of years, 1991 and so on. And they obviously sent me the autographed postcards that you get. But I never thought to write to Mumsey and ask Mumsey for a signed photograph as well. I kind of wish you did. I hope my light's gone off. So there you go anyway. That's the next best thing I got to Sandra's autograph. I'll just move out of the way. Bit of light there for you. And there you go. I say if you can find it, pick it up. It's very, very interesting. Some great stuff in there. So there you go. That is in honour of the late Sandra Caron. Mumsey, we will miss you. Until next time, goodbye.